Last year we did an 11 episode series on Anno 2005, playing the campaign in the craziest difficulty ever. We went from all corners of the earth to the moon, unlocked all types of resources, and had tons of fun, at least I had. Today we restart a new series because Taludas, amazing modder, has released Anno 2005 New Frontiers. This is a mode that's revamping the overall experience. It's changing things in the base game, but it's also bringing a new tier of population in the Arctic and a completely new planet. We can go to Mars now. There's a lot of new buildings, a lot of new productions, game mechanics that are changed. So I'm very excited to dive back into this one. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to install the mod from start to finish, and we're gonna get started. But before we get started, if you don't have Anno 2005, do consider buying it on the sponsor of the channel, Instant Gaming. You can find the link in the video description below. You'll be able to find the game with an amazing discount of 87%. So basically for around $5, €5, you can get the game on Ubisoft Connect. There is also the Ultimate Edition and all of the DLCs if you want. And if you're wondering what Anno 2005 actually is, if you've played Anno 1800, this is basically the game just before Anno 1800. So the graphics are amazing, the gameplay is pretty good, there is some differences with Anno 1800, but it's still there. And if you've never played Anno 1800, this is an amazing city builder, resource management game where you need to manage a lot of production chains to supply to your people, make them happy, grow across multiple different regions, even go into space into this one. So there's a lot here. We're talking about hundreds of hours of fun if you do want it. Okay, so how do you get this mod? Don't worry, it's really not that complex, but you do need to follow a couple of steps. The first one is you head to the video description below to find the website of Taludas. This is taludas.github.io, again in the video description below, and you will find the download now button. You click on it, it's gonna start to download the mod. It is around 500 megabytes, so it's gonna take a few seconds depending on your connection. While this is happening, of course, also don't hesitate to check, to support him, to check on the mods. He has multiple mods for Anno 1800, but on this one, you can also see, the known issues, FAQ, etc. But hopefully, with me, you'll be able to discover all of this. I will also put in the video description below the link to his YouTube page where you can watch this full launch trailer and give him some love. He created this whole thing, so you should get all of the credits. Then you go to Ubisoft Connect, or if you bought the game on Steam or something else, you go to Steam or that thing, right? But you go where you bought the game. You can see Anno 2005 over here, right? You will go over here into manage the properties. Then you will have installation. This will give you, the path to where your game is installed. The reason I'm saying this is because everybody could have installed it in different places, so I don't want to assume where you installed it, and this is a sure way to find it. In particular, you can just click on open the folder and it will show it to you. This is where we've installed the game, and this is where we need to copy the zip file. Not the full zip file, of course, the unzipped one. So we're going to take it over here, right? You go into it, and this is called data. Now you just bring it over here. You don't put it into main data or anything like this. You just keep it there into the main folder. So again, it may take, depending on your computer, a few seconds to a few minutes. We are almost done, but now we need to make sure to go into your documents folder, right? On your PC, user data documents. You probably will have different things based on what you've been playing recently. You can see Anno 1800, Anno 2070, and Anno 2005. Obviously, you click on this one. Then you click on config, and you're gonna have engine.ini. This is the one you open. You can just double click on it. You should have your notepad or your normal, Windows file that will open. And then over here, if you look, you have prefer local files. This is likely false. It may be true for a reason, but it's likely false. You need to change it to true. If it's already true, it's fine. You just leave it as is. Obviously, you need to save it. And now we are ready to start the game. So let's launch it again in your Ubisoft Connect or Steam, wherever you're using it, right? It's gonna take a second, as always, to launch. Thank you, Ubisoft. Now to see if this worked, create a new game very quickly, just put test, confirm. You don't have to change anything, just go and launch it. All right, it's gonna take us a second. Okay, we can press escape. It's gonna take again a second to load. We want to be able to see if once we created, this new map, you go into the world map over here. It's either this, you click over here or you press space, goes into the world map. And if we see the moon, not the moon, sorry, if we see Mars, the red planet over here next to the moon, that means we're golden. That means it was installed properly. So now we can, quit it and actually restart a real game, So let's restart a new real game. And there is actually now some important things we need to do. Because to get the full experience of this mod, there's a couple of difficulty settings that you need to be precise. So let me show you which ones. Today our cooperation is going to be Secret Lawyer. Thank you for your support to the channel. We're gonna choose, it's a good question, I should have asked you on chat which one you wanted. I'm gonna go for this one. That feels like a Secret Lawyer. We're gonna start with, it's a good question. We started last time with the Basin, so maybe let's try a different one. I think today we're gonna go with the Wildwater Bay because it gives us, this huge space over here, so we can expand very quickly and quickly get into, the new stuff. So let's do this. And then in the game difficulty, you could choose any difficulty. Last time we did veteran, I wanted to show you that it's definitely feasible and no problem there. I think this time we're not gonna go veteran, we're gonna go a bit simpler because actually, one, the mod makes everything harder. But two, again, I want to be able to get to the new content a bit faster. So we're gonna go, I think we're gonna keep it on standard. But again, you can go in everything, it doesn't matter. You do have to go into advanced settings because we're gonna change a couple of things to make sure that, you get the full mod experience. So the first setting we need to change to get the full experience, you can still play the mod without, but then you will miss some of the missions, some of the new things, is the calamities. We need to put the calamities either seldom, regular, or frequent. Off doesn't work, right? Like off you will not get any of these Mars events. So we're gonna put it regular. After the calamities, the second one is the assignment time, because the seasons on Mars are linked to missions, and so if there's no limit, you're gonna stay on summer forever. So if you put long, basically each season is gonna take a very long time. If you put short, each season is gonna be quite short, so you're gonna change often. We're gonna put it in medium to be in between, and then you can keep everything else as you want. You can change them, you can keep them as is. We're going, I think, to keep most things as is. Let me just double check. But yeah, because as I said before, the key thing I want is to be able to show you the new things. Now, before we start, again, a reminder, this is mandatory to create a new game. If you have a current game and you try to put the mod will not work on your current game. You need to put it on a new game to really experience it. But after that, we can go and create. We are now entering phase 1 of the Lunar licensing program. I'm not going to show you all of the quests because, you can watch my previous series if you want to do this. But yeah, we're basically on Earth, right? And we are going to get a new base of operation over here. This is magnificent, love it. And with this big space, as you can see, we're going to be able to build a gigantic city pretty early and discover some new things. Now, there is a lot of new buildings, there's a lot of balancing changes, not just, on the moon or in the Arctic or on Mars, but also here in the temperate region, right? So we're gonna discover that a bit together. There's gonna be also some important missions to follow, etc. Right, so let's dive in. We actually don't have access to the big landmass right away. We only have access to this one for now. So as you can see, this is this small island here, but soon we'll also get access to this one over there. Now I'm just realizing that there's no music at all, so let me try to change that quickly. Okay, it is. We have music, we have our starting island and our first mission. At the beginning, it's not like we have a lot of choice, we haven't unlocked many things, so we should just follow this. This is going to be also a great tutorial for all of you that don't know the game. If you do know the game, don't hesitate to share in the comments below, if you're excited for this new series, any question you may have. I do want to show right away that there is also a project. This is a sector project. every different, region will have a different one. So that's also a pretty cool thing. Here there is a damage shape, right? And so we're gonna try to check it out and see what we can find over there. Welcome, it says. We lost an L. The place, we should check it out. Okay, so there is indeed over here, you can see this. We're gonna try to pick it up, right? So we're getting more and more missions, and this is also a bit more of a tutorial, right? We can rotate with dot. We're gonna build a city over here. So actually, now I think in the future I will show you a bit more kind of the end result of some of the building, but in this case maybe let's do it together. So you have your road there, right? That's the easy one. It does cost money, so don't go too crazy. And then we have the small residence. In the future we'll get bigger ones, but for now we only have that one. So it's also H if you want to do it. Right? We can spread it like this. You don't have to click one at a time, so that's pretty good. It is. You do need a road, right? I forgot what is the short key for road. My bad. But yeah, we have a road. It's all connected. They do need to be connected, to a road. Let's put a few more here as soon as we get some resources. So to build those houses, we need biopolymers. It's like your wood, basically. So for the wood, we can start producing it with these buildings over here, right? So we have the sunflower farm and we have the biopolymer factory that's going to use those bioresin. In the future, we're also going to unlock modules and things like this. I think for now, I'm just going to put them over here. Simple. Now, let's get started. We're gonna rotate this one here. Good. So if you look over here, right, this is the basic building. We're gonna have modules, as I said, and this is the other one. Here is our buildings. If I click on the good overview, I can actually see what's happening. I can see that, I'm doing fine in terms of the bioresin. I'm producing 10 and using 10. And with this, we're making 10 biopolymers. We also have -1 on water. So it's a good thing that we have 18 in storage because we haven't started producing it. But my people, they want some water. They actually want energy and water right now. They will also want rice, urbanization, and services. So if you're an expert in the game, I hope you can already see that there are some changes. That's why we have to discover them all together. Now we're gonna try to fit this there. Okay. So we have finished the first mission, but we are not making yet any water. So we need to start making water. This is over here. Now the water, you're gonna see that there is some resource there, by the way. So let's take them. That's gonna help us to grow faster. So you see those sites that have a bit of a blueprint on them. These are special coastal building sites. This is where we're gonna be able to do our water and a couple of other things. So let's actually build one over there. I need to find what is my road. Key binding roads, street S. Okay, that's because it's street and not roads. Makes sense. Or let's align it to the other one there. And we can delete this one. Good. So we have now some water, right? We're producing 6 or 8 and we have a consumption of 2. That's perfect. We need to do the same for rice, right? It's a new production over here. I do want to also connect this one quickly. Done. Okay, so we have the rice production. We're gonna put it actually maybe on this side here. Rotate. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, we're at +2 now. Great. +7. So we have some good food for a while. We don't actually it's slightly different in terms of the workforce. We have all of our people over here. It's 75 workers, right? And you can see that this building, for example, requires 15. It also requires some credit in terms of maintenance, some energy, and then some logistics. I'll explain the logistic a bit later, but think about it as how many trucks you have. So this gave us some trucks, it gave us 50, and right now we're using them. At some point we're gonna need to have more production. But yeah, we have a rice farm. We need a community center, but to unlock it, we need 200 people. So we're gonna need, to have more people in our houses. We could have more people with services or immunization, but we haven't unlocked this. So basically we don't really have a choice. We just need more houses. So let's do that. Let's go and expand on this side, maybe over here too. In the future, we can delete or move things around anyway, especially in this difficulty level, right? So I'm not too worried right now, making it a bit simple, grid base. Okay, we may want to also expand this production, right? So that we have more of that production per minute. We will start using, I promise, also those modules in the future, but for now I want to keep it a bit simple for the new players, and just like this. Hopefully that goes, yes, perfect. Okay, so now we're making 20 instead of 10 per minute, so that should enable us to grow our population very quickly. Perfect. I think we're gonna get the 200 very soon. And we just need to check, that we're producing enough. So far, so good. Perfect. And here it is. We have now unlocked new building by reaching 200 workers. This is the community center. Taking 10 biopolymer, 1000 credits, and it's going to give me services and urbanization. So let's go. Let's put it over here. Or should we put it more in the middle? Maybe we should have. It's fine. Let's leave it now for now. So as you can see, it is going to start producing for my people. And actually what's interesting is that the closer it is to the people, the better it's going to provide. And here it is providing services and urbanization. So that's great. We do have a problem, which is electricity now. So let's build some of these aeolians, some of these wind turbines, right? We can put them pretty much anywhere we want. But there is a catch. As you can see, there is a radius around them. So the reality is you can only put so many. Like if I put 2 into the same blocks, their efficiency should be reduced. Oh, I forgot that there was. My bad. And can I get the road? Yeah, we can get the road there. So that's fine. Let's do that. Okay, so we have the first. Oops, sorry about that. We have the first one over here producing quite a lot. That's great. So we're back into positive for the energy. As I was saying just before though, if I want to put another one into the same, you can see that the efficiency now is decreasing to 60%. So you want to try, to spade them out to have a great efficiency. Maybe we can put one over here. It's 98%. That's not too bad. All right, maybe we'll put one over there. That's 95, that's not too bad, and then we put more and more. And of course, in the future, we'll get also different types of energy. And with this, you can see all of these arrows on top of my buildings because they have everything they need. So we can already upgrade them to the second tier of population. Wow, here it is. And by the way, let's take a minute to appreciate how extraordinarily beautiful this game is. This is 2015, ladies and gents, right? And look at this. This is pretty extraordinary in my opinion. But yeah, we have now second tier of population. They still want all of this, but on top of this, they also want new things. They want vitamin, fine food, neuroimplants, and rejuvenator. We will also get, new missions. We need to produce construct a bot. So it's sort of a, if you think this was wood, this is like your bricks, but it's robots. And then we're gonna do the vitamin drinks, expand our production, and go to the spaceport. So this is the building over there that is for now not really built, but we can expand it in the future. Okay, now that this is done, let's take our command ship on one of our first mission. We need to find the trench coat old chest along the coast. So it is not over here, right? This is where the ship is, but we need to go along the coast and basically, oh, here, that seems something different. Here it is. So we can just collect it. We don't even need our ship, to be honest. But I felt it was good to have the ship come along. Now we do have a mission that will require the ship. We need to first go attach something on the ship. Sorry, here. So we're gonna attach this to the vehicle. You see, use vehicle to attach. And then with that, we're going to follow the drone signal to find the wreckage parts, right? Let me show you quickly how that works. We're getting the resources. Okay, so you see your radar is saying there's something this side, right? So we're gonna follow it. Oh, why is it not following me? Come on, get with the program. So it says there's something on this side, so let's go. Will it be here by any chance? No. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, it's a bit more on this side. Okay. Here it is. We found the first one. So now we can follow. There's another one on that side. Okay. And you can press plus on your keyboard to accelerate. Oh, so actually, I think they're all around. It's been a while since I played this one. Okay, number 3. And number 4 is probably going to be on the other side over here. Okay. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to have all 4. And we need to deliver them to the warehouse. Wait, what does he want us to deliver? Bring collected to warehouse. Okay. In the meantime, let's continue to upgrade a couple of our people, right? You can see we have now some operators and some workers. We can press U to get into the upgrade button. Here it is. And we're gonna need a couple of different productions, right? We're gonna want, oh, we've also unlocked the big residential complex. I'll show you that in a second. First, let's make some robots. Now to make some of those robots, we need nano ceramics and cobalt, right? So we need to find actually the nano ceramic and the cobalt. So we have a mine here we can use and we have some there. Okay, so maybe let's start here. So this is gonna be our nano ceramic mine and this is our cobalt mine. Now I do think those animations are pretty extraordinary. Look at this, they look amazing. I mean, feel free to disagree, of course. We make a road and we're gonna probably need, I mean, let me talk about transportation center. So a transportation center is going to give us some 25 logistic, but more importantly than this, is going to enable us to reduce the logistic of many. So if you look over here at this one, for example, it says 11 logistic needed because it is super far from the current logistic center, which is, there's only one, it's this one for now. Versus now, if I put this one here, there it is. Now we have a logistic center that is super close. So it's actually only 3 now. And same for this one. So it not only gave us 25, it also reduced the consumption. So really good. We do need more energy, but that's fine. We can do that quickly. Okay, done. Good. And yeah, then the last one we need is the robot assembly. It's a big building. I'm gonna try to fit it over here. No. Okay, that's fine. Let's put it there. Okay, so we can check, right? We're gonna use those 2 resources, but we don't have enough workforce. Look over here. We don't have enough workforce for it. You can see it there, right? We are minus 52, so we need to increase our number of employees. That's fine, we're gonna do that in a second. The other thing I did wanted to show you is you see that we have some more reserves. We could actually have a second one there if we wanted. But first, let's put some more people. Right, that is important. Okay, here. Let me actually do that. And put the road in the back. Okay, so hopefully that will quickly get us enough people. Okay, done. Done. It's all about growing your population, growing your production, making more money. So it is, we're back into positive. We still have enough rice, just barely, but enough. Still enough water. and we have, as you see, a lot of nanoceramic and cobalt left, so we could definitely put another one of these, but it does cost a lot of people, so we're gonna wait a second. Instead, we want to start probably producing some vitamin drinks, and by the way, as always in those games, you can see this first worker residence here. It has 5 people in there, 5 workers, 24 of profit at the maximum, because it's getting everything. This one, it's not even getting everything, right? It's only getting the same thing here. It is already 12 people there, 7 workers, so not everybody is working, but it's still more than that one, and 39 of money, right? And the maximum is going to be 82. So that's definitely better. So yeah, I mean, I think basically, you know, this is the basic of the game, the beginning. We're going to start building this. Let me expand the city by a lot, expand our production a bit, and I'll see you in the next episode so we can move directly to the next step where I'll show you how to make vitamin drinks and the spaceport. I hope you did enjoy this one. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you want to see, you know, more or less of the basic of the game and move directly into the new parts. But as you saw, there was already some new parts over here, like services and urbanization. That's new. Even the rice, like logo is different. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Smash like button. It really does help a lot. Tell your friends, and I hope to see you next time.